It is I, Sarah Osby, and welcome to day one of the T Method Mindset Training Series, a space designed specifically for high impact leaders like you. So, I also want to talk to executive administrators, pastors, principals, people who are responsible not just for outcomes, but for other people's growth. So let's be real, right? Leadership gets heavy when your team isn't moving, growing, or producing like you know they can. Today, we're going to talk about the real reason most teams get stuck. And it's not what you think. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of talent. It's a lack of clarity, rooted in what I call, hi there, Harold Bad Thoughts, what I call um, invisible forces. Hello there, Dr. Toya and Deborah. Thank you for joining. So listen, so if your team is slow to move, inconsistent, divided, or just off, this series is for you. And I want you to pay attention. So, excuse me, the invisible forces shaping team culture is what we're going to talk about right now. And here's the truth: your team is being led by more than just your leadership. They're being led by their beliefs, assumptions, and internal narratives. You know, the ones they never say out loud. Let me just break it down for you really quickly. If I believe I'll be judged, I stay quiet. That's what happens. If I assume that my voice doesn't matter, I disengage. Okay. And if I think I'm not qualified, I won't lead, even when leadership is needed. These are these are invisible forces, and they are powerful. And so they're the reason high capacity people underperform. They're the reason brilliant teams break down. And if we don't address them, we keep fixing surface level behaviors instead of root level belief systems. So, another thing that I want to talk to you about is perspective, and how perspective is productivity's power source. Okay, so let me just say this clearly: perspective is productivity's power source. Okay, when your team sees the problem differently, they solve it faster. Period. The most aligned teams don't just communicate well, they think well together. Okay, and they're not just trained, they're mentally and emotionally clear. And clarity breeds speed. So let me give you a quick example. So there was a team that I worked with, and they were stuck in a blame mindset. So finger pointing. It was his fault, her fault, that, right? Every time something failed, someone had to be blamed. Once we shifted them into a breakthrough mindset where they asked, what can we learn? What system failed? Not who failed. Project completion speed increased by 20%. They didn't hire more people. They didn't get new software. They just got clarity. That's what they got. And it was what was needed. So I'm going to take a moment and go ahead and apply the T method to what we just uncovered. And the T method is what I use every first and third Thursday on the Kitchen Conversation segment called Tea Talk with Dr. Sarah. And in this T method, we are going to talk about the truth, the evidence, and the action. So, the truth of the matter, your team is being driven by invisible beliefs more than visible instructions. The evidence is that real teams who shift from blame to breakthrough improve performance, in one case by 20%. Real teams, that's the evidence part. The action, that's what the A is, action. Start asking your team, what are we believing right now that might not be true? The one question that unlocks truth and creates clarity. So here's your 1 day challenge that I want to give to you. First of all, I want to know what assumptions are running the room when you're not speaking. That's one thing I want you to think about. So that's one of the challenges I want to give you. Think about that. What assumptions are running the room when you're not speaking? And then be honest with yourself. Are you leading with clarity or just expecting compliance? It matters. And if you're watching this and thinking, wow, we've been operating from burnt out, not belief, then you already know why this series is necessary. Tomorrow is day 2, and we're going to talk about emotional authority, why it's more powerful than control, and how leaders unintentionally leak stress into their teams. So don't miss that. Drop a comment below if this helped you. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this with your leadership team. And don't miss day 2. So until next time, I'm Dr. Sarah, not a medical doctor, but a doctor of the spirit, reminding you you don't have to choose between spirit and strategy. Your mindset is your ministry. So let's lead better together. And with that, I do pray that all of you have an amazing day in and on purpose. I am going to go ahead and move to bring this particular live to a close until day number 2. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that joined in. Zane from Indonesia. Thank you all for joining in. I appreciate you. Don't forget to leave your comments in the chat and subscribe to the channel. Hi, Rochelle, and subscribe to the channel and come back here tomorrow for another dose, right? So we can get mindsets transformed and workplaces working cohesively together, and not separate, making assumptions and having different beliefs and such. So I'm going to say so long for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.